If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SPORTS to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SPORTS for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SPORTS for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Share hope.
Share hope.
Share hope.
This holiday, our community needs hope unlike ever before. You can share hope this season by donating at metromin.org.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Oh, here we go. All systems go.
This is the true story about Mac. Check it.
Times are changing, more so each year. But the early morning Stone Pimp is here.
3, 2, 1.
People are expecting quite a bit.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
I can feel it down in my plums. They're getting a nice bluish hue. Getting ready to take them to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby, but don't hurt yourself with that big juicy hog of yours.
In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, a computer took your place, daddy. That's hard time.
And those cars are going real fast and real laugh, son.
But he's gay. He's blind.
You ready?
Oh, wait. So we're just gonna wing it?
There's a big difference between winging it and seeing what happens. Now let's see what happens.
And now.
Right now.
Now, it's Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Never fast, take a guess. I be the early morning Stone Pimp. Straight limping, wounds from drinking. At the party, big booty pinching. Chilling like a villain. Balloon filling, whack MC killing. The fine hoe drilling with the $1 million talent and the 10-cent brain.
Been gone too long, too much cocaine.
But now that I'm back on the block, I'm ready to rock left to right all night. My game's tight, I wish you might take a bite out of this here toxic, melodic, neurotic product, fresh from the harvest. Who be the largest, hardest, smartest label in town, top dog?
Get down.
The Bone is in the home stretch of your scheduled programming for the year. I am John Senning. He is Dizzy. I can tell you right now, in the downtime, when a lot of the shows are off, you're going to be getting a lot of Dizzy. Dizzy holding down the fort here on Senning Show on pretty much every day that's not a major holiday. So thank you for that.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to still being able to do some live radio.
Who you got a squad? You got different people, different day? What are you doing?
As everyone knows, whenever I have opportunities like this, I always call Ethan first.
Cacaw. He was Cacaw before I was Cacaw.
Exactly. So bringing him, Ian Beckles is going to join me. And then because we talked about the Friday dates, I don't know if Ian will be available. Ethan is not, but Johnny B.
Oh, look at that. That's kind of fun. So I think that the holiday time is an underrated time of year to try new things and to get people doing things that they don't normally do. And I was always very grateful for any opportunity to host and do stuff during the holidays. I remember this was like long before I hosted anything. I remember, and long before it ever came on the radio, Drew let the crowded table fill in for Drew Garabo Live. This was before we ever did anything on the Bone. And I remember it just being the coolest thing ever. You think about bringing in your lazy ass guys? Did they get mad if you don't ask?
Probably. If anything, it'll be.
I'm sorry to bring it up.
Yeah. No, it's just like we haven't done the show in a while. They've been so busy. So
Yeah.
I'll be like, hey, guys, do you have time for this now? You
yeah.
have
They're like, oh,
time
yeah, mainstream, baby. Yeah.
Exactly.
We got time for prime time.
Exactly.
Thanks for being here. If you would like to interact with the program, we would love that. 800-771-1025. Get up in the room. We are streaming live on YouTube. The Bone is all day long. Just hit up 1025 The Bone on YouTube. You'll see that it's glowing live. And when that is glowing live, we are live. So click on it, Senning Show. Chat with these people in there. I haven't opened it up yet today. I'm going to get in there in a second. And on social media, at the John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor. I wanted to comment on something that happened when I got in the building, but now you guys have scared me to do so.
Nah, do it, bro.
Well, no, I said last week, I framed this whole conversation with the fact that I am a hypocrite, because let us go back in our time machine 2 weeks ago when our company party was going to be in St. Petersburg. Your boy was hype. I was like, hadn't been to one in a couple years. I was excited. I was looking forward to it. They had the idea of where it was going to be. And this isn't to point fingers. This is just to point something out. A lot of people, some people, not a lot, some people said, no way I'm going to St. Pete. No way. No way I'm driving to St. Pete on a school night. And I heard it from multiple people. Mike said it. Gio said it. I think you and Monica might have even said it privately in this room.
I think so.
Well, then things changed.
Well,
no, I'm not saying things changed. Well, yes, things changed. No need to It just changed. The location had to change, which is okay. But I did map it moments ago, 50 minutes from my house.
50 minutes?
50 minutes from my house. So I got here today, and God love her, JoJo. The shining light in this building. She takes care of things like things the average person couldn't even imagine. Like,
yes.
She is the backbone of this building, and that's an understatement. Like, she is a motherly presence. She takes care of people physically, emotionally, spiritually, all of those things in the building. Today I come in every day. I greet Joj. Hadn't seen her in a while. She was out with the tire thing. Didn't get to talk to her much. They had the toy drive on Friday, and I come in. Hey, Joj. Radio silence.
No way.
Radio silence.
Did she so was she at her desk?
She was at her desk.
Did she at least pick her head up and look at you?
No, she did. It ended up becoming clear what was going on, and it's about the holiday party. It's about the holiday party, which at this point I had not RSVP to at all.
Yeah.
Which I think maybe that was the problem. And then there was some murmurs from her office that I heard. Oh, yeah, doesn't go into the holiday party, things like that. And then next thing you know, our big boss, Jason Meter, is at the door, the office door, and he says, "What is this? I hear you're not coming to the company party." So I didn't tell him I was.
She told Dad.
She did. I said, how you doing? He goes, I was doing pretty good until I just got some bad news.
Oh, man.
So
started his Monday off bad.
So I don't know. It's just kind of far.
Hey, man.
Are you locked in?
I've went to ones that have been far for me. So, yeah.
What's the furthest you've ever gone?
51 minutes.
I'm not, and the thing is like, I'm not mad about it. I'm not upset that it was moved. I'm not like petitioning to get it back to St. Pete, even though that's where the building is and that's where people come to work every day. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all.
What was the casino night?
That was at, they did a couple in a row, I think, at that Nova. The Nova,
Nova.
that we did the Apple a Day proms there.
Yeah.
I want to say maybe that's what it was. Because I remember we did a bunch of stuff there. It must have been 2 Christmas parties and then 2 proms, I think, that we did there back to back. So we were there a bunch over the span of a couple years in St. Pete. Yes. But I'm not mad. I'm not upset. So to have this negative energy pushed onto me, it feels a little ill-placed. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
So now that you got shamed, are you getting shamed into going now?
I'll tell you,
you have to?
How about this? I got here at around 12:30 today. Okay. I'm closer to going now than I was at 12:30 when I walked in the building. But I also am not. I'm not exactly there. So
the furthest I've went is to the Nova.
To the Nova one?
That was 43 minutes away from where I was.
Well, and it's crazy because obviously Jason, love Jason. He's our big boss. Want to appease him, and if he wants me to go, I want to go. but it really is more than anything a culture of fear. Is that I just don't want JoJo to be mad at me, and I can't have that energy just 2 doors down from the office. So she may have scared me into going.
This place has turned into North Korea.
It really has.
You had to call Jason Meter Supreme Leader.
It really has. So I don't know. I text my wife and I just said
I think
the pressure is going up when it comes to going to the. I said it to you the other day, and Joj said the same thing. She goes, "Take an Uber." She said, "Take a."
And they'll pay for that?
Well, no, nobody said that.
Oh, okay.
But she said it'll probably cost you $30, which I don't know if 50 minutes, $30. Either way, we talked about this last week.
It's going into the Uber,
the fear of a 50 minute. I don't know if I've ever been in an Uber for 50 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd have to probably take the first 10 minutes of the Uber ride as like a test period. So I'm in it for 10 minutes and I'm like, hey, I might need you to drop me off 10 minutes into this. And I have them drop me off. I don't know. I don't even know how to get to where this event is.
Yeah.
Are we saying where it is? Have you said where it is? It's not a secret, is it?
I don't think it's a secret.
Yeah, it's at Escape Brewing, which I've heard great things about.
I was going to say, but I don't think we should say it.
Oh,
it's okay. It's not
geez.
that
Well,
easy.
either way, I've heard so many great things about this place. So has nothing to do with not wanting to be with my coworkers, not wanting to be at the place.
It's the distance.
It's just a distance. Shout out to Alex Buckley. Have Mike's driver drive you in the Sprinter. What are the chances I could hit up Tom the Tree Man and see if he could do a couple how fun would that be? Let me proposition an idea.
Pitch this out. Let's hear
What
it.
if we got a party bus for all the people that live in St. Pete, and then we all drove here, and then we got bussed over to North Georgia or South Georgia, wherever this thing is. I actually stole that line from John Brennan, so if you're listening, just know John Brennan said it first. And that might be fun.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's a cost, which, we're not necessarily probably trying to accrue at this point.
So would you be into the idea if they did that, you just had to meet here at the station?
They would like load us up like ice rolling through. Just throw us in one at a time on top of each other in the back, and we'll be floating around. Either way, I don't know what's going to happen, but I do just want to openly say, JoJo, you're so special and so important to all of us here, and that's all I can really say about it.
My question is why they're so aggressively pursuing you to come.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm aggressively pursued. I walked in the door today. Joj was mad at me. There was a little back and forth in the hallway, and then Jason got involved. So I don't know. I don't know that I don't know that I'm aggressively being pursued. I just think they probably want to make sure people are going.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know that it's just a me thing. And I don't know of anybody else who's not going, but I think maybe there are other people who might not be going, and maybe that they're trying to get ahead of it.
Yeah, you said that you were kind of on the outs when we talked, and I thought you were still in the relatively bigger portion of people that aren't going.
Yeah. But honestly, I felt I heard a lot of that when it was supposed to be over here. So I don't really know what's what. But stay tuned, because you'll find out Thursday morning whether or not whether or not I made it. So I'm thinking about it. I need to give just the biggest thank yous known to man to everybody who made Friday possible. It really was. It was just a spectacular day. We got it all kicked off with Furman Chevy, who rolled up with those 10 trucks filled with toys, which was amazing. Our buddy Bob Murray from Furman Ford over here in Clearwater came through with a box truck filled with toys just to start the day. That period of time from 10 a.m. until probably 11 or noon was probably the best period of time at any toy drive that I've been a part of, with the amount of people that came through and the the sponsors and people that work with us at the station bringing through giant loads of toys. Sorry. Giant loads that they dropped on us. And I was just so grateful to have those large loads just shared with us at that time of the day. So there's truly too many to thank, and we will, as the day goes on, thank more people. But just overall, to be able to make that kind of difference for that many kids is pretty damn cool. Thank you for hanging out as well. I appreciate it. It's nice to have as many people in and around connected to the station there. And I don't know if you felt like you didn't do enough, but you were doing a lot as far as I was concerned.
Yeah, it was good to see a lot of people that were just showing up, good listeners that were like, oh my God, get to see you guys and give them the ornaments. And
Yeah.
Those are also a big hit. And I don't know if you heard, did you hear about me and Christina in promotions?
No, are you guys together?
Shut up.
Oh God.
When the 2001 Nude Odyssey thing with the thing, we started singing the City High song.
Oh,
way too loud. They heard us. One of the girls turned and goes,
dude,
"Are they singing about us?"
That's a great song.
That's what I thought.
I don't think it has any negative connotation at all. But it was really, really special. And to see the pictures, it's always one of the greatest things to see the photos from Toys for Tots after they're all loaded in, where you really get an idea of how many bikes really got dropped off there. I had the number in my head, but I want to see it again before 343 bikes. 343 bikes, and that's, I believe, also 5 trucks filled with toys. That really is going to make a difference for a lot of people and a lot of kids in Pinellas County. So shout out to everybody. I said this on the air the other day. Obviously, the people that we work with, the sponsors, the companies that we have relationships, to see them come by and donate truckloads of bikes and big checks and all of that. We can't do it, and this doesn't look anything like it without them. But I love just seeing the people who just will roll up with like 3 bikes and like don't say a word to anybody, and you're just sitting there watching them, and they just put the bikes by the truck, or they just come out with a cart full of toys and unload them at a time of year where I don't think anybody's not struggling at least a little bit financially or mentally or anything. It's just really cool to see people just do something good. And if you haven't done anything good this year, whatever that may be to you, it's fulfilling not only for the people who are on the receiving end of it, but for yourself as well. So thank you to everybody who made it possible. And you know what? It was such a great day. I wasn't even sad at all that Dizzy stole my meatloaf.
Oh, one says steal, one says holding on to it for you. I didn't even know I had it. So I got to Randy's house and I had to text because I was about to tell you no. It's like, why would you even think I would take your food? And then I text, Joey texted his daughter, was like, is there meatloaf in there?
Yeah, well, it's funny because Porganic Bill, who's been bringing out food to the toy drives for years and years and years, makes some of the best food on earth. So I love this meatloaf so much. I think it was in here. I wasn't sure if I stayed over with Drew when I just said, the thing is I never get to enjoy it. So jokingly said, Bill, if you could bring me my own meatloaf, that would really mean a lot. And he goes, I want you to know, I made you your own meatloaf, big guy. Let me show you where it is. It's in this bag right here behind the table. Funny thing is, you like made a trip out to the car, I think to take some stuff, the food and stuff that you had. And I saw the bag that I was fairly certain was the bag the meatloaf was in. And I'm like, nah.
Oh, you should have said something then.
He didn't take the meatloaf. He wouldn't have taken the meatloaf. There's no way. I didn't want to be accused of racially profiling anybody. So I just it's fine. So then I went and I started looking for it when it was time to leave. And I'm like, dude, I don't see this meatloaf.
Yeah.
So I was kind of in a hurry. So I ran out of there. I texted Corey immediately. I said, my meatloaf is there somewhere. Can you please just take it with you back to the station? And I got a text, 30, 40 minutes later, said, dude, there's no meatloaf here at all.
You automatically assumed I took it, which you weren't wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't that I assumed. It was just there weren't many options. There weren't many options of people. And having already my preconceived notion that you may or may not have had the bag that was the meatloaf bag, I at least had to ask. And it turned out you did have the meatloaf.
And it's funny because when Bill gave it to me, he goes, this is for John. Make sure he gets that. I go, I got you. Yeah. He goes, not gonna lie, it would be funny though if you took it and ate it.
He said that? Oh, that's funny.
I'm like, I can't do that.
That's funny.
He'd be so mad. Like John takes his food serious.
I was, and I'm not saying this to pile guilt upon you, but I am. So we were going to a concert. We went to a concert right from the toy drive. We went out and saw the elevators and cashed out. Yeah. And so I was like, I'm gonna swing by my house real quick. I'm gonna drop off the meatloaf, and then like, what a gift that I'm gonna have that meatloaf
when you get back home.
I get home late tonight. So, I don't want to say it ruined my night and weekend, but it's good meatloaf. Did you try some of it there, right?
Oh yeah, he made a little plate.
Yeah,
I didn't try it that day because by the time they made the food, I was kind of like already full on all the other stuff I stole. So I was like, maybe we'll try this a little day. But he made a plate. His boy, what was his boy's name?
Jamil.
So it had like the greens,
dude,
the meatloaf,
their
the
food
ribs.
is stupid good,
Fire.
dude. Dude, that Hoppin' John with the rice and then obviously the meatloaf, the collards are insane.
I ate it the next day and I was like, this is so good. It doesn't taste like leftovers.
You're like, this is so good. I got to get into the rest of this pan of meatloaf that I got right now.
I was like, this is so good. John's never seen that meatloaf again.
And you know what?
I'm going to fill it with my own made meatloaf and give it to him.
Dude, that would have been funny.
Awesome, right?
That would have been really funny if you just literally put like ground beef in a pan and just baked it and you just give it to me. Now that would have been funny. You're like, no, this is it.
Look, it says your name on it. You wrote John.
I'd have been like, hey, Bill, the recipe on the second one, not kicking,
as good.
not kicking quite the way. Let's take this call real quick, and then I got to get into something very important. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
This is Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, not too bad.
First call of the week.
Oh, nice. So I was actually calling because I heard Dizzy and Monica and JP talking about.
Yeah, they got in trouble for that. Now I'm in trouble right along with them.
My bad. Well, I'll make it quick. You're talking about Ryan Hoppy, and it's funny because
who was talking about Ryan Hoppy?
JP Show.
Oh, I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? No, okay.
Sorry, So
you do know. I'm not saying this to be a smartass. You do know that's a different show, right? I'm not being a smartass.
Yes. No, I'm completely aware.
All right, just checking. Carry on, Ryan Hoppy.
Dead guy.
Lay it on me.
Yeah,
Ryan Hoppy.
So I actually moved to Erie, Pennsylvania about a year ago, but I was down in Tampa for 21 years. But I still listen to you guys religiously, and it was just funny because I was here. Monica was talking about how he sounds like Gronkowski and all that. It was funny because I listen to a station every so often called The Rocket, and I hear, what I thought was Gronkowski, but it turned out to be Ryan Hoppy.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm sorry. This was not. That was
a good story.
I'm sorry, sir. Yeah, I hate to start it that way. It's just I don't know what we're talking about. So for me, we're just unsolicitedly talking about. Just thank you. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. So Saturday night was a big night. It was a big night. Meatloaf-less night. Sadly, it was funny too because was Saturday the day you told me that it ended up being here? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was weird because I was. By that point in the day, I had taken a nap and had taken some medicine, and it was just kind of chilling. I'm like, damn, I want to go get that meatloaf, but I didn't. Because what pairs better with the retirement of John Cena than some freshly made meatloaf? And I gotta say, you text me. Were you watching it?
I didn't watch it live, but I watched it later.
You had to be pretty close to it though, because I think you texted me shortly after it happened and said, like, what did you think about this?
Well, I was literally like, I think I was watching a movie, and then I just went on to social, and it was like
blowing up
all over.
That is feasting on the carcass of John Cena's career.
John Cena has tapped out.
So John Cena, you may or may not know who he is. He's seems to be revered as the modern day GOAT of professional wrestling. He's been doing it for a long ass time, and he's also one of the best dudes probably in any sporting role ever. He's done more Make-A-Wish, granted more Make-A-Wishes than anybody else. He gives back in ways that we probably don't even fully know, and he's been on this big final last tour where he's wrestled people from his past, and he turned into a bad guy, and then he wasn't a bad guy, and it all was to end on Saturday night on Peacock, on the Saturday night's main event, and that was going to be his big grand send-off. And in his final match, man who built a franchise on never quit, tapped out and quit. Now, are you clued into what happened after the match?
No, what do you mean after?
So he taps out. And part of me feels bad for John Cena because we don't know, like, and here's spoiler alert, wrestling is predetermined. For those that don't know it, I fully understand that as well. As soon as the match is over, the crowd starts chanting, "Bull ass, bull," like just raining down. And there's this guy who just experienced his last match, and you almost had to feel bad for him because I don't think it's probably what he wanted, but still, no matter what happened, the moment that he'll remember his final match, he'll remember the crowd being miserable and raining down chants like that on him. But then it got even better because they then bring out like the whole locker room and all the wrestlers come out, led by Triple H, who's the guy who ultimately does the script. And dude, immediately, you effed up. You effed up. Dude, just couldn't have been any louder and more directed directly towards Triple H. At one point, he steps up on the ring apron to like hug John Cena. They boot him out of the freaking building, and it doesn't make any sense. I know that not everybody. This is one of those things that I think kind of surpasses the world of wrestling into the mainstream, just because John Cena is such a big star at this point outside of wrestling. I do think there was a million different ways you could have let John Cena end his career, and him tapping out. Have you seen the clip? Did you even see what maybe they were trying to do?
I think they did exactly what they were trying to do. I think they went into it knowing, listen, John Cena getting a win in whatever way makes the most sense. But if we make him go out in this way, it'll be talked about more than if we made it the right way.
There's something to it. You give everybody this great moment, and they could have given everybody a great moment, and I believe there's something to that. And it's funny because I saw people compare it to, and this will get a little more inside wrestling, but when Brock Lesnar ended the Undertaker streak, I don't know if you remember that. He was like 20. He had never lost the match at WrestleMania 20. I think it was like 20 matches straight he had won, and Brock Lesnar beat him. And there was the same feeling. Like when he tapped out and they start showing the crowd, there's grown adults crying. Everybody's got their hands on their head. They're like, what the hell did we? There was just this they say it all the time. The life was sucked out of the building. This had to be one of the biggest, the life was sucked out of the building moments in wrestling that I've ever seen. I just think for John Cena's perspective, for wrestling, for WWE, more clicks, more eyes, more conversation, this might have been the way to go. For John Cena to do the right thing by him, a guy who seemingly always does whatever they want, I just think him going out, with a attitude adjustment, maybe a couple of them, and getting a proper win with his hand raised would have been a pretty cool way to say goodbye.
I think he's also, so I think it's, whatever way happened for Cena, it's a win-win. Because I think now he gets to deal with a lot of people being like, they did you wrong, brother.
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
the GOAT. You should have been blah, blah, blah. And he's like, he gets to be the humble, oh, thank you. Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
And I saw reports, I don't even know if they're true, that maybe he was going to come out tonight and kind of explain it or something. Because the thing is whatever they were trying to do, for everybody who hasn't seen the clip, he's in like a chokehold, like a sleeper hold. And he'd been fighting it. We're going on 5 minutes of him getting out of it and getting back into it. It was very weird, honestly. And then it was he came back, he kind of hulked up, and then he got him back into it. And then he just, in this moment, the message they're trying to send and the story they're trying to tell is he just gives up.
Yeah.
He gives up, and this big kind of smile just comes over his face, and he just goes limp, and he just casually kind of taps out, which I guess if you're looking for the bigger message, it's, I knew it was my time. I had to go. I'm quit. But I still think, dude, I saw the worst / funniest. It was a South Park. It was made in the South Park characters.
Yeah.
And it said Make-A-Wish children. So messed up to say it out loud. It was Make-A-Wish children fighting in the hospital, seeing John Cena quit. And then it's watching John Cena quit, and the kid's just I'm done.
I'm accepting it too now.
There's something to standing for something so because he's only tapped out one time. He hasn't tapped out in 20 years.
Oh, really?
So I mean, he doesn't quit. That's not just a thing. He doesn't.
Yeah.
So to do it at the end, I just think that it wasn't right for our guy John Cena.
But again, if it went the right way, we wouldn't have talked about it this long. You know what I mean?
We probably would have talked about it for a second. And like I said, for us, for the talking heads, for the drama of wrestling, probably better. If you're interested in doing right by John Cena, I don't think that you probably did the right thing.
So how much times in wrestling is it in rapping, for instance, Jay-Z's I'm retired, and then you're all right, well, actually 2 years later, here comes his album out of retirement. How many wrestlers have been I'm done because I thought The Rock retired, and then he's the final boss now or whatever he goes by.
It's funny you ask because everybody, that's a long storied tradition in wrestling is that everybody says that they're going to retire. They did. Even Ric Flair, who got one of the greatest retirement matches of all time in Orlando. Shawn Michaels beat him. It was this great moment. That was it. He came back 5-10 years later and wrestled in TNA, and then eventually wrestled at a fairground for his final match, and supposedly had a heart attack in the middle of the ring. Wrestlers don't and can't seem to retire.
And they have these most of the guys Ric Flair, the Cenas, the Rocks, whatever. Do they all get this send off? Or was this kind of it's very elite to get this send off where everyone comes to the ring?
This is big. This one is big. This was big, and the way they did it was big, especially with the tour or the the tour leading up to it. It was a big send-off. But John Cena, and I believe him more than most, he said, this is it. He said, you'll never see me in the jorts again. Anytime you see me on WWE television, I'll be in a suit. I'm done wrestling.
Okay.
And I believe him more than most, probably because he has such a successful career to lean on, and the fact that he still might. His biggest movies could potentially be ahead of him, in the action realm. So I don't think he's coming back, but it was just a bummer. I shed a tear.
Yeah.
I should not at the end, actually. Believe it or not, it was actually the beginning. It was when they
when he was going out
when they
and stuff,
announced him. The ring announcer came out and announced him, and that was where I was actively shamed by Danielle. She's like,
she goes, "Oh my God, are you crying?"
She really did. Well, she goes, because I think he started crying, and he started crying, and she goes, "Oh my God, he's crying," and she goes, "Oh my God, you're crying."
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Also, the voice of our generation, kind of Lillian Garcia.
First, from Vienna, Austria.
All right, get rid of this guy.
Weighing in from West Newbury, Massachusetts. Weighing in at 251 pounds. He is the
Are you crying right now?
No, I'm fine. But this was where I was probably crying.
never seen 17. Celebrating.
Are you crying?
You look like you're crying.
I'm not.
Every one of you here tonight in D.C. for one final time.
That was it. I think that was the moment, actually. I could feel it. It was,
Real champion, John Cena.
they did my boy dirty. That's all
Yeah.
there is to it. They did him dirty. I did not like it. Senning Show, you're live on the air.
Hey, John. Hey, Dizzy.
What up?
Yo.
Hey, so, yeah, Dizzy, when it's tradition that they'll typically lose on a retirement
That
or
is true.
that last match.
That is true.
But I think you're right, they did screw up. I think they should have, if he was going to go out, pass out.
Yes.
Don't tap
Thank
out.
you. That actually
was-
would have been the way to go. Is because then you get to say John Cena never quit. Like he just puts him to sleep.
Yeah, he just
and
dies.
he lifts the arm in 3 and it's done. He goes, he lost the match, but you could walk away saying John Cena never quit.
He put it all on the
Yeah.
table.
Yeah.
You nailed it. You absolutely nailed it.
Yeah, so, yeah, but it was...
Did you
I
cry?
don't know.
Did you
And-
cry?
No, I didn't. I guess, and part of the problem with it anymore watching it is all the finishers, and they keep kicking out. Then you got now the avalanche finishers.
That is true. You're not...
Cody, and it's getting so freaking lame.
It is. It's late. I appreciate the call. I'm always self-aware enough to try not to get too down in the weeds with professional wrestling. But it was a big night, and it was a sad night.
It's
for,
hard losing your legends, man. I know when
and that's-
my favorite footballers retired, I cried.
Well, and see, that's the thing, and I'm glad you said that because I'm watching the videos and I'm watching this, and it's not because, like, my whole life, I think I had a John Cena shirt. Like, I'm not a John Cena guy.
Yeah.
Like, I love him. I appreciate him. I don't hate him, but I was never like, that's my guy. There is just I think it's not so much. I'm not sitting there going, I'm getting old. Oh my God. But it's like that. It's just like the passing of time.
Your generation's moved on.
It's something like that. You look at this guy who was kind of the face of something that you loved for so long, and you realize it's over, and you see all these old clips, and there's something about just life and time moving on that is enough to bring a tear to your eye. Less than, oh my God, I'm losing Johnny boy.
Yeah.
It's just it's more about the it's just more about the time and changing and realizing your legends can't be legends forever.
Absolutely. That's just sports, man. You know? And this is a sport. It's an entertainment sport, but it's a sport.
Why he don't want us no more, man?
How come he don't want me, man? How come he don't want me?
Happy trails, John Cena. They did you dirty. Don't go anywhere. We come back. We're going to dig into that thing. It is the biggest news story of the day. We need to at least talk about it. A legend in Hollywood, an untimely death. And now part of the news story, sadly, that I feel obliged to mention is our president's remarks on this double murder. We'll do that and a bunch more. Coming up next on Senning Show. Keep it locked to the bone.
And I stay under you fighting, plus I'm storming on you chumps like I'm thunder and lightning. Ain't no way you breaking me, kid. I'm harder than nails, plus I keep it on lock like I'm part of the jail. I'm slaughtering stale competition. I got the whole block wishing they could run with my division, but they gone fishing.
It's a little chilly outside right now, and there's probably more cool days to come. So get that pool nice and toasty for these winter months, and Hawkins can help. $400 off pool heat pumps, $300 off pool gas heaters. And if maybe you want to get that plumbing in order before you have a bunch of guests coming for the holidays, a $99 winter prep plumbing safety check, whether it be plumbing, electrical, HVAC, or pool repair, Hawkins has got you covered. Book it today, 813-445-8209, and always online at hawkinsserviceco.com. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
You insist it's my rep. John Cena trademark. Y'all are so and talk about the bread you make, but don't know the rest.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
Santa Claus is coming to Crown.
Drive your present home this holiday season during Happy Honda Days at Crown Honda. Drive a new Honda Civic, just $189 a month, or 0% APR. Or a new Accord, only $249 a month, or 0% APR. Find your perfect holiday present this season online at crownhonda.com. The better way to buy and service.
Santa Claus is coming to Crown.
Call 800-722-6439 for complete details.
Okay, only 10 more presents to wrap. You're almost at the finish line. But first... There, the last one. Enjoy a Coca-Cola for a pause that refreshes.
Want a beautiful white vinyl fence but thought you couldn't afford it? For less than $5 a day, only $125 a month. Fence Outlet will install a 120-foot vinyl fence and transform your backyard. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C-10252.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are solving the unsolvable. Our transplant experts are using new technologies like machine perfusion to increase the number of usable organs, reduce waiting times, and allow more patients to receive life-saving liver, heart, kidney, and lung transplants. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
Did you know that Florida homes can lose up to 30% of their cold air through leaky or dirty ducts? That's why I'm telling you to call my guys at Superheat and Air and Plumbing. Right now, they're offering a free duct cleaning estimate and home airflow evaluation. No pressure, just the info you need to make smart decisions. If your energy bills are high, that usually means airflow is weak or your vents are dusty or smelly. This free service can make a huge difference. Superheat and Air and Plumbing will inspect your ductwork, measure your airflow, and give you clear answers. But don't wait. It's a limited time offer. Superheat and Air and Plumbing, where you could breathe cleaner, save money, and live better. Call Superheat and Air and Plumbing at 813-618-5818. That's 813-618-5818. Or you can visit them online at superheatandair.com. That is superheatandair.com. Check them out today and have them come out and give you a free estimate on cleaning your ducts, especially if you have a smell flow and your energy bills are just going through the roof. Let them come check it out for you. It's superheatandair.com. Tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calda Show.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call us now. $30 billion was set aside for meso victims. And in most cases, your claim is settled out of court without a jury trial. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Ditch the sleigh at Crown Hyundai during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Ho, ho, ho.
Get financing as low as 0%, buy with zero down, or make no payments for a year on over 600 new Terra-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Tucson SE for just $269 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com. With approved credit, 36 monthly, 10K miles a year, $59.99 to its Sonic plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee. Expires 1/2/26.
Open enrollment for health coverage is here, and this year, there are a few changes to the process. Florida Blue is here to help. Whether you're looking to switch, enroll for the first time, or renew your coverage, our Florida Blue agents will guide you every step of the way. Call 1-866-531-8473 to connect with an agent to find the right plan for you. Call us at 1-866-531-8473. Policies have limitations and exclusions.
Oh, we're going to be so late for the concert at Tampa Riverwalk. We should be there by now.
I just need to stop for gas real quick. I know a cheap place down Meridian Avenue.
Are you serious? We're going to miss the show because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside. What's Upside? Upside is great. It's a free app that gets you cash back when you buy gas.
Wait, you mean I can get money back just for buying gas?
Yep, and it really works. I've actually made around $200 this year already. Now pull over so you can download Upside before we miss the concert.
Pulling over? You had me at $200.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back when you buy gas in Tampa. Use promo code RIVER to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Get the Upside app and use promo code RIVER for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's code RIVER for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Offers vary by user and location at participating merchants. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Hey, nice job, Pete. I like those clean lines. Fellas, do we have anyone that can get to Greenport today?
At Corey's Landscaping, the staffing plan is in the weeds.
Anthony, we need that leaf blower over here. 3 more new customer requests just came in. Who wants to work some overtime?
He needs to dig up quality landscapers and fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8 year old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensate for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey, the greatest show on earth, returns to Benchmark International Arena, January 2nd through the 4th. The greatest show on earth is back with a high-energy, music-driven experience with bold circus performances, unforgettable characters, and a non-stop party vibe. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
Being in a crash, don't let the system scare you. We make it simple. Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You might know nothing, but at least you'll know that thing. Brought to you by Just Call Mo, Tampa's injury attorney. That thing. It's time for That Thing right now on Senning Show.
1, a 2, you know what to do.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Jolly Christmas, it's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be
Welcome back to Senning Show. 800-771-1025. You can watch the program live on 1025 The Bone. Click on that little circle. You'll be up in the room. I see Drew Garabo just popped in there. Julio, Alex, Vanessa, LSD Dreams, Mike Bird. What did I see? I saw some other new ones in there. There's definitely some trickling troublemakers. I will tell you that much. In the room.
Yeah, people are bored, have no life, so they like to troll.
Yeah, we said not that long ago, come up with creative names.
Yeah.
Don't the little side note to that is try not to be a dick if that's going to be your whole existence, which easier said than done for some.
Yeah, I think in the new year they're going to give us more access to YouTube permission, so we could just get rid of anyone.
Just cut people.
Yeah, so enjoy it.
Enjoy the cold while you can. Torch Miss is coming. So, man, I think I rolled over last night or something, and I peeked at my phone, and it was still very much breaking news. But, man, what an absolutely insane story. Rob Reiner, Hollywood icon, and his wife were found with their throats slit with their daughter. And now it's weird because you kind of have different people reporting different things. That's kind of the thing with breaking news these days, saying a dangerous relative should be a suspect. That dangerous relative seems to be their son, who I guess has a long-running drug problem. And now there's reports, I don't know if you saw this, that they got into a big knockdown, drag-out fight at Conan O'Brien's Christmas party, like on Saturday night or something like that.
Oh, wow.
So this is something that a lot of people knew about from reports. And again, that is if it is the son, which it seems is being reported by at least some reputable sources. Rob Reiner, Nick Reiner, being eyed as a person of interest, going back many years that he's been battling drug addiction. I guess he even made a movie kind of about drug addiction and to honor his son. And I think his son kind of went on the media tour with him years ago and all of that. Just a terrible, terrible story. I was looking at the movies that Rob Reiner has been behind. Dude, this man has got some bangers after bangers. Stand By Me, obviously. Princess Bride, obviously. Throw Mama from the Train. You seen Throw Mama from the Train?
Yeah.
It's classic. When Harry Met Sally, Misery, A Few Good Men, Sleepless in Seattle. Another underrated. I think some of these he just was an actor and others he directed, but he was in Mixed Nuts. Where did I see he was either in or directed that was newer that caught my eye? Oh, he was in Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah,
I think he was just
an
actor. He was an actor in Wolf of Wall Street. So just a terrible, terrible story. We were still kind of waiting for more details. What happened to this legendary director? But I have to say, not much surprises me anymore, and I don't know why I am actually surprised. But Donald Trump has spoke out on the murder of Rob Reiner, and it is it's something else to say the least. A very sad thing happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggling but once very talented movie director and comedy star, has passed away together with his wife, Michelle. Reportedly, now this is insane. This is insane because, I mean, there's no semblance of anything like this in the story that we're getting. Reportedly due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with a mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome.
Oh, here we go.
He was known to have driven people crazy by his raging obsession with President Donald J. Trump, with his obvious paranoia reaching new heights as the Trump administration surpassed all goals and expectations of greatness with a golden age of America upon us, perhaps like never before, the president wrote. May Rob rest in peace.
Jesus.
Dude, what the actual hell, man?
Damn, man. You got to be like so arrogant to use someone's death like this as to be like, you know what really killed him? Hating on me. That's insane.
I know that everybody kind of has their thing like with him. And I will tell you, I'm in an era now where I have no allegiances and I don't care. That may have not always been the case with me. I think I probably, to a fault during periods of my time, even if I didn't share it on the air, leaned, the Red John thing didn't come out of nowhere. Like that was a real thing. And I think I leaned, if I was forced to the side of an argument, that's where I had to be.
Yeah.
I have no interest in even being there anymore. Like, I look at every single politician and every person who lives and dies by their politics. I look at them exactly the same, whether it's on the right or it's on the left. You're all just doing the same thing and thinking that you're somehow better than the other. That being said, it feels like a lot of the comments and a lot of the immediate reaction to Donald Trump saying stuff like this about Rob Reiner, steadfast MAGA people saying, what the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah.
And at a time when, and I do find it interesting only because people will bring it up at some point. A lot of people or the few people who are out there supporting it automatically go, well, what about all the people that said this about Charlie Kirk and this and this and this? This was Rob Reiner's comments on Charlie Kirk, just so we have an idea.
When you first heard about the murder of Charlie Kirk, what was your immediate gut reaction to it?
Well, horror, absolute horror. And I unfortunately saw the video of it, and it's beyond belief what happened to him, and that should never happen to anybody. I don't care what your political beliefs are. That's not acceptable. That's not a solution to solving problems. And I felt like what his wife said at the service, that the memorial they had, was exactly right. And totally, I believe, I'm Jewish, but I believe in the teachings of Jesus, and I believe in doing to others, and I believe in forgiveness. And what she said to me was beautiful. And
so just as a little anecdote, if you find yourself reading those words from the president, go, yeah, get him. Remember what they did to us with Charlie, man? Like, he wasn't one of those people.
Yeah.
He hated Donald Trump more than most, and that you can feel however way you want about that. But it just felt like there was this moment of time post Charlie Kirk where at least some of our politicians and people went like, we got to bring the temperature down. Like, we got to find a way. And when the guy, and this isn't a surprise or anything new, but when the guy who is the face of everything and is our president says something like that in the hours after someone being brutally murdered in their own home by their kid possibly, it just, I think it moves us so far backwards. And it really is, I know a lot of people, and this is going to be the last thing I really say about it. I know a lot of people who probably love the president think of themselves as like deeply religious people. I am at the point now where I can no longer find the connection to how you can think that something like that is, we can go piece by piece of things that he's done, and I won't make it bigger than it is. Just those words on that paper that he put out this morning, how you can look at that and go, I'm a Christian, I'm a God-fearing person, whatever your religion may be, and look at that and go, that's my guy. Hell yeah, that's just what we wanted. We should, as a people, be trying to get as far away from that mentality as humanly possible. And the president spewing it today does no good for any single person. And that's about as political as I get. But it takes a lot to shock me. And when I read it, I thought the first couple times I read it, I thought it was fake. But it is not fake.
Who do you think would be on the Rushmore of the most outspoken, like arrogant, I want to say celebrities, but just people so high up? Yeah, they are celebrities. Because I would say for sure Trump. For sure, Kanye West.
Well, now Trump, I don't know if Trump gets you're talking non-politician, though, for the most part, or politician even.
Even politicians.
Yeah, well, I mean, Trump obviously will say the craziest things you've ever heard in your entire life. Yes, Kanye's on that list. Rosie O'Donnell, maybe?
Okay.
Rosie O'Donnell's on the list. Rushmore of most outspoken, politically charged humans that we've ever had.
Does it be like Kathy Griffin?
Yeah, I was going to say maybe like a Kathy Griffin or a Whoopi Goldberg who's on
anyone on the View.
Anybody who's on the View every single day. It's tough to deal with those ladies, but it does seem that there was there's always been more of a, like, the Hollywood is the voice of the left kind of more than ever. I think that doesn't stop the people who are on the other side of being even louder. But I mean, this sounds, I don't know the pathway to thinking that him hating Trump ended up with him being dead. If we're going off of face value, it seems like his drug addict, potentially psycho kid ended up killing them in their sleep. I was trying to see if there were any updates on what may have happened. Stand by. 19 minutes ago, Rob Reiner's son Nick arrested. So I mean, I think that's probably 40 minutes ago. His son has been arrested on suspicion of homicide.
The first one was like the sister was like, Go look at my brother.
Yeah, pretty much.
My man's psycho.
Nick Reiner, the younger son of Rob and Michelle Reiner, has been arrested and booked on suspicion of murdering his parents after they were found dead Sunday in their Los Angeles home. Jim McDonald, chief of police for the Los Angeles Department, said Monday at a news conference that police had taken Nick Reiner into custody. He was being held on $4 million bail.
Oh.
He confirmed that the Reiners had been found dead after LAPD responded to the call on Sunday afternoon. A source close to the family told NBC that the two appeared to have suffered stab wounds. Not immediately known if Nick Reiner has legal representation. The death of Rob Reiner, a noted actor and filmmaker, has shocked Hollywood. He built a huge reputation through acting, producing, and directing hits in the 80s, 90s, all the way through the 2000s. So it's just a bummer of a situation. I know, I don't think the Trump stuff makes it any better for anybody at this point. But I think that's about all we can touch on. I did watch I watched a movie yesterday. Let me make sure. I don't know why I can't remember the name of it.
Is this one of the movies for like the grading of the year?
This got a grade, yeah.
Okay.
This got a grade, and everybody's been talking about it, and it's up for a bunch of awards already. I know the Golden Globes, and I'm sure it'll get some Oscar noms. The Leonardo DiCaprio, One Battle After Another.
Okay,
I watched yesterday. Pretty damn good.
Really?
Pretty damn good. Anytime I see a movie that is nearing the 3-hour mark, it's a little daunting for me. And we stopped it a few times. We stopped it and had breaks, so it was kind of like broke down into like mini shows. 2 hours and 42 minutes. I will tell you this though, I think you're gonna love it.
Really?
I think you're gonna love it. It is all the things that I've heard about it. Underrated how weird the storyline is that puts everything into motion. And Sean Penn plays a maniac in this in this movie, and it's all kind of about. And I'm really not going to spoil it because it's so new. But the storyline has to do with Leonardo DiCaprio was like a part of this like far left group that's out there like freeing immigrants and doing all this crazy stuff. Like they're anti-government, anti-police.
They're like revolutionaries.
Yeah, revolutionaries, exactly. So it starts with him and his woman and their group, and then eventually tells a story over the span of like 10 or 15 years. So it's kind of goes over a long period of time. And he's ultimately being chased by Sean Penn. And it's pretty damn good. I have to say, 2 hours and 42 minutes, didn't feel like it. When I first saw the, what it was, I'm like, is this an action? I saw it called a screwball comedy.
Okay.
And I did not get that. And it's so weird because I think it might be, but it doesn't start being that until about an hour and 20 minutes into the movie. It's kind of weird. Like when you get to, once time passes and you meet back up with Leo, that's like when the comedy portion starts. And
Yeah.
I'm speaking very vague because I don't want to give away too much, but very, very, very good. I have to say. I wondered if this was going to be one of those movies that wins all of the awards, but nobody else really likes or appreciates. I think this could be widely appreciated.
So it's an A for you? Or?
No, it wasn't an A. No, let's not be crazy.
Okay.
It was a B minus.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, B minus. My scale is, to get me to an A, but I don't even know. I don't think I've ever graded anything an A.
Yeah.
We've kind of started this over the last couple of years, but it was a B minus. It was very, very good. We also watched another one. This is the last movie that I'll bring up today. At least.
Do you think with that movie, it's a movie that like I could put on and I'll just enjoy, or you kind of got to warm up to it?
I don't know that you got to warm up to it, but it's not a casual watch.
Yeah, yeah.
You got to sink in and have an idea of the moving pieces and who's where and what's going on and why this person is doing that. And so you have to be pretty entrenched in it.
Yeah.
Another one that we watched that was sleeper good, and we had it on a list to watch for a long time, and for some reason I was like,
got an email?
I don't know what the hell that was. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like this or not. Borderline. Have you seen the
Never even
previews for
heard
this
of
or
this.
anything? I think that it's on. I think it only lives on. Peacock, I believe.
Oh, so it must be amazing.
Yeah, it's called Borderline. It is a bodyguard protects a pop superstar and her athlete boyfriend from a determined stalker in Los Angeles. So it's this girl. It's very, very prototypical idea of what it is. This woman as a stalker, but it is bizarre. Like the places it goes from a comedy standpoint. The guy who is actually the psycho who's stalking this woman and ultimately thinks he wants to marry her, he's like hilarious. And he's very he's a psycho who does bad things. Like you cannot hate the guy. Like it doesn't carry itself like an actual scary movie. It carries itself more like a comedy because the psycho in it is just that psycho.
Well, I'm looking for something to watch tonight because I finished the Bucks documentary.
This is an easy watch.
Yeah.
This is an easy watch. It'll get a few good chuckles out of you. You'll be intrigued for a little bit, and I think I recommended it. It got a C+. So not too
right below this other movie.
It is in a completely different way. It's tough to give these gradings because it's tough when movies are so drastically different. But it was I enjoyed it. I say fire it up.
What was this one called? The second one?
Borderline.
Okay.
Borderline. And I definitely think you would like both of these movies. I think.
Yeah. I'm going to try Borderline first because the other one sounds like I need to wait till like the weekend or something.
Yeah, or break it down into 3 separate viewings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like a little
series.
a little series. All right, don't go anywhere.
I got to finish the Chair Company.
Oh,
still.
yeah, you do. You really do.
Man.
You get on it. You got a busy night ahead of you. You got a busy week. Do not go anywhere. We come back. I have 2 things. I don't know if I'm going to get into the second one, so I'll just tell you about the first. A restaurant in the mountains of Georgia is getting flack because they booted a woman out of the restaurant for doing something that we love talking about, for doing something that has been featured on my For You page, and for doing something that just brings nourishment to a baby. We'll talk about it and take your calls next on more Senning Show. Keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone.
Is you.
Energy, the pouch you dip between your cheek and your gum. You know, I swear by it. It is sweeping the nation. Started out, you could only get it online. You might be able to find it at some 7-Elevens and a liquor depot. But now the number of Walmarts that are carrying Tiza is growing more and more every day. And you can win yourself onto the Calta Cruise. All you got to do is visit your local Walmart that's stocked with Tiza. Take a selfie with the display, and then upload that photo to theboneonline.com on the contest page. You'll see it right there. Picture yourself on the Calta Cruise. It couldn't be any easier. This pouch is filled with vitamins, minerals, tea-cut herbs, and caffeine that are going to give you alert, focused energy like nothing else. You can also stock up at TZEnergy.com. Use the code BONE20 for 20% off everything in the online store. Tiza, why spit when you can swallow?
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stingray Chevrolet presents Calta Cruise 19. And Tiza wants to get you on the boat for free.
Yes, please.
Picture yourself on the Calta Cruise. Yes, that's how you win. Head to your local Walmart and find the Tiza display in the pharmacy department. Then take a selfie with Tiza and upload your photo to theboneonline.com. It's that easy. Be a selfie queen, just like Mike Calta. Tiza presents Picture Yourself on the Calta Cruise. Picture it and make it happen. It could be you. Tiza, why spit when you can swallow?
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Transform your backyard for less than $5 a day. Fence Outlet will install a sleek black aluminum fence that adds style, security, and curb appeal for just $125 a month. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C-10252.
There's a myth that a Sprouts Farmers Market person wakes up before dawn, bangs out a couple of hours of yoga before downing a kale foam colostrum latte. The reality is that a Sprouts person is just someone who cares about fresh, healthy, and honestly priced everything from organic produce to the hottest new snack to hit the shelves. They love how easy it is to find the delicious and healthy food they and their families thrive on. And to be honest, most of them have never heard of a kale foam colostrum latte. So maybe that sounds a bit like you. Come see for yourself at Sprouts Farmers Market.
Hey, it's JP for Prize Picks, the best and most fun and easiest way to play daily fantasy sports. All you need to know is more or less. You take a player, and let's just say it's Baker Mayfield. Is it more or less than, say, 250 passing yards? And you just pick more or less, and we have everything going on right now. Bowl games, playoff pushes, you name it, it's happening. And while you and I are out there making decisions, buying gifts, and all that stuff, there is one place where it feels good to be right, and that is Prize Picks. They got some new stuff going on, too. Prize Picks now has early payouts, so if you put in a lineup and you're off to a hot start, but you don't really love your remaining picks, you can opt out and cash out before those other games even finish. It's real simple. Join millions of users and sign up for America's #1 fantasy sports app. It is Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code JPJP to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code JPJP to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
The only way to make healthcare better for the people of Florida is to keep solving. And at Florida Blue, we want you to know how we're doing it. Providing support at our Florida Blue centers to help you get the most out of your plan. Making mental health appointments more available so you can be seen within a week. And offering plans that fit your needs and budget. Visit floridablue.com/followtheblue to see health solutions that are making healthcare more affordable. Policies have limitations and exclusions. Florida Blue is a trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
If your plug's burned out or your switch won't flip.
If your power cuts out or when your breaker starts to trip.
For all things electrical, call us today.
And a faulty electrician will be on the way. A Bolt electrician is on the way. Yep.
From panel upgrades to garage EV chargers.
And fixing broken switches or outlets to installing powerful whole home generators.
Call for a Bolt electrician.
Online at boltelectric.com.
Many of you know that my inspiration for becoming an accident attorney was my brother Tim, who was rendered a quadriplegic at age 18. I didn't know what a personal injury lawyer was or what they did, but I soon did. Tim was treated terribly by the insurance company, and I became enraged. It was a constant delay and deny. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Tim later worked with me for 27 years. Last year, my hero died at age 65. You can see my eulogy for him by visiting mybrothertim.com. He was one hell of a man. Because of Tim, together we built the largest injury firm in the world, and our clients are treated the way I would want my family to be treated. At Morgan & Morgan, nobody is a nobody and everybody is a somebody. If you need our help, visit forthepeople.com on your phone or computer. See you soon, Tim. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Progressive knows there are some surprisingly expensive things in life, like frames, because you found a classic 70s concert poster. But when you went to get it framed, you realized the frame will cost about 4 times the amount of the poster, which is actually absurd because no one will be looking at the frame, and if they are, then you severely overestimated how cool this poster is. But then you remember by switching your home and auto to Progressive, you could save hundreds and put it towards a classic 70s concert poster in an absurdly overpriced frame. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Whether it's the roar of the crowd or the laughter of family, don't miss a moment. With 26 locations across Tampa Bay, Audibel Hearing is here to help you hear better, live better. And as a proud sponsor of the Tampa Bay Lightning, we know every sound matters. Audibel Hearing. Hear better, live better.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you get coverage options based on how much you want to pay for car insurance. And then you decide how to spend the rest of your money because you're in charge. Today, you're going to pay down your credit card bill. But you decide when you'll pay it. Before the due date, so those interest charges don't get you. But you decide if you pay it in full. But you definitely should, because again, interest charges. With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, we'll help you find coverage at a fair price. And then you're in charge. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Christmas is just around the corner, and if you still have gifts to buy, the best place to do that is Macy's Great Gift Sale. Get amazing deals on last-minute gifts like fine jewelry and fragrance sets, boxed and ready to give. And everything from designer bags to Nespresso coffee makers at 30 to 60% off. Plus, your Macy's is the most festive place this holiday, so come in and find everything left on your list all in one place. The Great Gift Sale is happening now at Macy's. Savings off select prices. Exclusions apply.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Welcome back to Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. (800-771-1025). What I'm really hoping to hear from in this segment is women who are anti-breastfeeding in public. We hear so many stories, and I'm about to give you one here in a second, of men who just don't get it. But I think an underrated element is that there's a lot of women who do not support breastfeeding in public. 800-771-1025. I've got tickets to MGK and Reggae Rise Up as well. We'll give away if you're passionate enough about hiding those Titas while your baby's got to eat. And real quick, if you're in the market for a new SUV or truck, go see Bob Murray and the crew at Furman Ford, because right now during Furman Ford's year-end sales event, you can get 0% APR financing for 60 months and no payments for 90 days on all remaining new 2025 Ford F-150s, Explorers, Escapes, and the Mustang Mach-E. For qualified buyers. If you've been waiting for the perfect time to buy a new truck or SUV, the time is now before these deals are gone. And if you need service and you can't make it to the dealership, Ford's mobile service comes to your home, office, or anywhere. Certified techs, genuine parts, and quality work right at your front doorstep. Check them out today on US 19 in Clearwater or at FurmanFord.com. Make sure you let them know that John Senning sent you. So it's so funny because this restaurant I've been to probably 3 or 4 times, and it has made the news probably 3 or 4 times over the past 5 years. I think it's technically Blue Ridge, Georgia, which a lot of people go up to the mountains of Blue Ridge, Georgia, to vacation, and a lot of people come from Florida and up north and everything. And they've been in the news before because this, and I'm just going to be honest, I love what I'm about to say. I love that they do this. They don't play with bratty kids. Like, if your kid is being loud, if your kid is doing anything,
kick rocks,
get out.
Yeah.
And they might even have something that they signs around that say, like, if you can't control your children, GTFO. Now, this one is a little bit different, but the same in a certain way. A Florida mother says a man she believed to be the owner of a popular riverside restaurant in Georgia yelled at her and ordered her to leave after she was breastfeeding her infant. An encounter, she said, she recorded on her cell phone that shows a man shouting, "Get on out of here." The incident happened at the Toccoa Riverside Restaurant in Blue Ridge, Georgia, and according to Arise Kopiek, I think that's how you say her name, it has since spread widely online, reigniting scrutiny of the business's treatment of young families. I told you they have a history of not really liking kids in there, which at some point, why not just go, we don't want kids in here?
Yeah.
Like, if rather than, unless you think that, like, the coverage that you get when you kick a kid out is worth it, like, I don't know why you just don't say, get out. Like we don't want kids here. We're for adults, rather than always having to kick people out and put up signs and be fighting all the time.
Why wait till it gets bad? I get you.
Yeah. So I think I have. It's honestly, I thought based on the article there was going to be a bigger clip, but it's really just a short interaction between her and the owner, and I believe I have it right here.
Because you don't allow women to breastfeed in your...
No, I'm sorry, ma'am. You come in here and breastfed right next to a table. So get on out of here and ease on down. Enjoy your time. Fine.
Because you don't allow women to breastfeed in your...
No, I'm sorry, ma'am. You come in here and breastfed right next to a table. So get on out of here and ease on down. Enjoy your
Ease on down. Ease on down.
He did it in such a, he sounded like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
He's like, you ease on down the road. Now you all get down those lactating titties right out of here, baby.
That was good.
Here's the thing. I've come a long way in the way that I feel about, by the way, when I wanted to find the video because the article from the New York Post did not have the video. So I went to TikTok and I just typed in, thinking it was a big viral story, I just typed in breastfeeding mom.
Oh my God.
Dude, I know that we talked about...
We're back, baby. Your algorithm.
No, but I know that, like, we talked about it during those days. What's going on TikTok with the breastfeeding moms is so wrong. Like, these... Like, I get that it was like a wink and a nod.
Yeah.
You know, that it was like, okay, you're looking at we know what you're looking at, but it's a mom. These videos on TikTok, it's less like they're trying to trick the algorithm and more into, it'll just be like a super hot model in a bikini.
For clicks.
Just with full nipple in everything. Like, this isn't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you can see the nip on TikTok.
Oh yeah, dude, they got the nip on Tik. They got the nip on the Tik, dog. Like, look at this one right here. Look at that. Just get going to town.
While she's, oh my God.
And that, but needless to say, the TikTok, like, look at this girl right here in the bikini.
Oh yeah.
Like that. If you are like,
they're trying to corner our market.
Well, I understand that, but if you are,
which is funny because what they're doing is, yeah, it's a breastfeeding thing, probably for moms, but moms aren't watching that.
No, and that's the thing. It's like, what are you subjecting your baby to? Like, what do you think a dude who's seeking out those videos is doing?
Oh, I
you know
see
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So then
yeah.
you're essentially saying, here's a video with my baby in it for you sick perverts, no judgment, to whoop off to or something.
Try to look around my baby when you're having your fun.
Exact. And what, like, there are porn, even in the state of Florida where you have the age verification, there's still porn out there. Like, who really is searching these videos out? See, look, there's straight up Ola right there.
Well, nice.
Dude, straight up.
Well, you say that, but your algorithm was on that.
Yeah, but that was, all jokes aside, it clearly got the vibe that I was into. It tested me.
Yeah.
I haven't had breastfeeding content in my For You page in a very long time.
Well, that's your words.
Let's take a look. Take a look.
Your
I mean, I would never in a million years. I have access to porn. Like, if I wanted to go see a women's set of Silky Milkies, I'd go find them a million different ways. I don't need and or want a baby attached to it.
Yeah, imagine that most of the people that are looking for these things are kids who are like 12.
And they're like, this will work.
Like, my parents monitor my, Google searches, but they don't monitor this TikTok.
Yeah, see, no breastfeeding. Lots of breasts, but no breastfeeding, no babies.
Yo, that's right now your Explore page?
Yeah.
Yo.
What?
That's a lot. You showed me that, and it looks like it's like Mons Venus, all the girls who are about to come to stage. You know what I mean? Like what face are you making right now as you're looking through
because
this? You get stuck in the videos yourself.
Well, it is interesting to me because I really, truly, I just don't seek stuff out like that on Instagram. Like, if I wanted to be horny, I would go find, like, I'm not doing that on Instagram.
So you think your algorithm?
Oh, no, I think my For You page at some point was like, hey, you're a man, you're in your 30s. We bet if we put a bunch of women here with big old knockers, you're probably going to click on them, which I'm sure I have, but I still, like, that. This isn't based on what I've looked for. This is just they put it there, and I probably click on it. So they're like, okay, we know what we can do. We know what we can do to get this
Mine's
guy.
like all, like, dance videos and stuff. Yours is just girls' breasts.
It is. I mean, it is.
Bro.
I mean, I like what I like.
Yeah.
But there's no babies attached to them. I'll tell you that much.
Okay, well, progress.
Yeah.
You moved up in the world.
So this woman, she put up a post on Instagram with this video. Breastfeeding is not illegal. Breastfeeding is not inappropriate. Breastfeeding is not something a mom should be kicked out for. Georgia law protects it, yet the Toccoa Riverside restaurant in Blue Ridge, Georgia, didn't seem to care. I was kicked out for breastfeeding my infant. In the moment, I was overwhelmed and didn't advocate for myself. Moms, know your right and know your rights and let's hold businesses accountable. Share this to help educate others and this restaurant about breastfeeding laws.
I mean, yes, she has a point, but also it's his establishment. If he's like, yeah, that's the rule, Herbert. Under here, we don't allow that. Get out my restaurant.
And again, like I said, I have come a long way, and I think there was a point in my life, probably 10 years ago, less than that, where I would have been like, you can't have the nip out in a restaurant. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, there's people eating here, and I understand now it's not quite like that, but at the same time, like if I'm like a two-top and it's like me and my wife, and then we're right next to a woman who's got just full tita, just
no blanket over,
and it's just.
Kids just going to town.
So much I can hear it. I'm getting little splashes of milk in my peripheral. Like, I don't know that everybody should just, it's just okay for anybody to be subjected to that. Is it a baby eating? Yes. Is it a part of life? Yes. Do I think she should have to go hide? Not necessarily, but I also just think that not everybody is going to be as open and comfortable with it as you might.
Yeah, and even imagine this is a topic of discussion when it comes to this. If even you're just there with your family, you have like a little kid who's 7, he's like, what's going on over there?
I mean,
it's like, well, listen, he's getting fed. It's part of life.
And I always try to find the right way to say this, in that I don't know who was the first man that ever got turned on by a set of boobs. Like, I don't know when that happened, okay? But it happened.
I think beginning of time.
Well, exactly. It happened. And then pretty much for the majority of a young boy's life, like when they're shown breast, especially in their naked form, like it is in a sexual manner. Like that's not a hot take. So this part of a woman's body for almost your entire life is sexualized to where, oh, when I see that, makes me feel a certain way, or I think a certain way, or I attribute it to something else. And then next thing you know, you're at the Toccoa River, enjoying your fried walleye, and you look over and you got a big old, milk-filled bag just being fed upon right by your table, and you're supposed to go, well, that's okay.
Yeah.
Like it's I think we're still working through it as a people, as a civilization.
I don't think we've ever not been all into them, because I remember like we would have our books in school, and I was the type of kid like you'd be flipping through the books and you'd see the movies.
Oh, dude, the National Geographic. Oh.
Any of the books like we had. And then I would be like, we'd be doing work, let's say in a workbook, and I know, okay, this class, the next class has to do the same thing. So in the page I'd be like, go to page 72.
Dude, I mean,
and then you'd produce 72, which has nothing to do with the curriculum, and you'd be like, nice.
Well, and I remember just not even being able to believe my own eyes. Like I think it was 5th grade. Shout out to Miss Richardson, who oddly enough also had the biggest boobs I'd ever seen in my life. She was like a 70-year-old woman. But dude, in her class, dude, they had the National Geographic stacks were on the floor, and I remember just picking one up one day and thinking that I had discovered something that like nobody knew about. I'm like, oh my God, they don't even know that there's titties in here. Like, what is going on?
Like, can I take this home for homework assignments?
Yeah, and then I just remember realizing it was in like all of them.
Yeah,
and I'm like, they're like okay with us seeing. They're like, this is okay. Like we're gonna be able to get down on these a little bit. So it's just everything's a work in progress. I just don't think that every person and every man, more specifically, is mentally prepared, and it's not necessarily a good thing to be sitting next to an exposed breast, even if there's a baby nursing on the end of it.
Yes.
They should be, and they have to be. I guess that's the bigger part here. They have to be. We all have to get there. But like this guy, he owns his restaurant. He looks over, he sees that big old veiny, milky milker just pumping that baby full of milk, and he's like, not in my house, not in my place, not today. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey, it's Jesse from Northport. How y'all doing today?
Jesse from Northport. We're doing pretty good. How are you?
Well, I'm doing pretty well, and I'm not lactating, so I'm feeling pretty good about myself.
Prove it.
Do you have you have babies young enough to where you could be?
No, but I have one that I did breastfeed for the first few months of her life, and I'm with you guys as far as I think there should just be some subtlety, whipping out a boobie and having the nipple present for a fish dinner with your family or friends. I really don't think that's appropriate, because you gotta have some courtesy for the people around you.